You guys voted, and in today's video, I'm going to be building the PC that you told me to. For the most part. Real quick, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, in my community tab on my channel, there's a bunch of polls. They're kind of fun to do, and they show engagement and tell me what people want to see on my channel. If you ever want to vote what you want to see next on my channel, or want to have an influence on what happens here, you should check out that community tab. A couple days ago, I asked which graphics card you wanted to see me use in my next build video. You guys holistically voted for the RTX 3070. So that's what's going in today's build. I asked today, on the day of recording this video, what CPU I should use in the build I'm about to do. I have assumed that you guys would vote for the Ryzen 5 5600X based on the fact that in the first hour it was already ahead by 60%. So that's what we're going with today, the Ryzen 5 5600X. All the other specs for this PC will be revealed throughout the video, all stuff that I chose that I had lying around, so let's get right into it. So first things first, I guess we're just going to start building our PC. So we've got our Ryzen 5 5600X. This is a pretty beast gaming CPU. And actually what I noticed is that this is just a really good gaming PC. I'm just building one of the best, if not the most, it's a good gaming PC. You know, an RTX 3070 and 5600X is the Wombo Combo Dream Team. It's the 2070 3600 of yesteryear, but it's way better. So this thing is going to crush, and I can't wait for the benchmarks at the end of the video because this is going to be a super sick build for gaming. It's kind of the gaming PC everyone would recommend right now, you know, 3070, 5600X. I'd recommend it. Just like that, it's installed. For our motherboard, it's the Aorus Pro B550M. It's a micro ATX board, which sucks for using an ATX case, but it's the only board that I have that supports 5000 series that is an ITX right now. Hello?
Extended warranty. You should have received something in the mail about your car's extended warranty.
What's the difference? Why is this one red? Whoever named USB is dumb. Okay. For our RAM today, we're going with 64 gigs of Kingston Fury Renegade RGB DDR4 at 3600 megahertz. This stuff is basically 3600 megahertz is realistically speaking the fastest you should be getting for Ryzen that is reasonable. 38, 66, and 4000 megahertz are fine, but they're going to be way more expensive. 3600 is what I would consider the highest reasonable speed for Ryzen, especially 5th gen, which would love this speed. So 3600 megahertz and 64 gigs because it's the only kit of 3600 I have available right now. Thank you, Kingston Fury, for providing this memory. Link in the description below if you want to check out Kingston Fury DDR4. They've got the Renegade and some other lines that I don't remember, but they're pretty sick. I wouldn't recommend 64 gigs. 32 or 16 should be fine if you're playing higher end games with a lot of tabs open. 32, if not, 16 is absolutely great for a build like this. And finally, for our storage today, we just have 1 terabyte Samsung 970 EVO. It is in this Sabrent Rocket NVMe heatsink because actually it can get pretty hot. So slap this massive heatsink that Sabrent sent with the drive they sent me. I'm not using that. I would use their drive, but it's for something else, and I don't want to install Windows on it or anything else besides what it's for. So we're using this 970 EVO as it's the drive with all the games on it for testing and stuff. So we're going to install this massive SSD in there like that. It came with, let's see, wow, that is gonna be heavy, and we don't even have a cooler on here yet. Because for the cooler, we'll talk about that later. But you can already see we've got Asetek mounting on, so you can kind of see where this is going. If you can't already tell, the case is the NZXT H500i. It's the only case I had that was black and looked good enough for this build and was just sitting around that I decided to use. I won't even link this case in the description because I holistically don't recommend it to anyone who doesn't buy the white version to customize it, because it's a customizable case, because it's matte white. But besides that, I just don't recommend it, so I'm not gonna bother talking about it. But what I do recommend is the Be Quiet Pure Power 11 FM. This is a 750 watt power supply from Be Quiet and is actually kind of the purpose of this video. Be Quiet reached out to me, which is something that's been happening, well, more than usual recently, which is really weird because nothing's changed. I've actually gotten worse, but that's the point. They're like, hey, you want this? You want to try it out? You want to use it in a build? You want to test it? You want to do a review? I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. I could do a build with it. And then it's been like a week and I didn't have a build. So I was like, oh, I should do a build. Well, this is a good build. People love this build. You know, black theme. It's cool. So Be Quiet 11 FM pure power thing. Link in the description below. Let's open this thing up because I have managed to not unbox it since I got it, because I've actually learned that I genuinely like doing it in videos better because I love the unboxing experience. Some people also do. So opening this thing up. Oh, lovely. Oh. We've got, let's see. Oh, this is beautiful. Truly. So, I don't have talking points because, again, I'm not sponsored. They just sent this to me. Like, no sponsor. But, I mean, it's an 80 plus gold fully modular unit. This is kind of their budget brand series, a little bit the pure power as opposed to the straight power. I have the 80 plus platinum straight power. That was for a different video. This is the pure power. It's pretty similar. You know, 750 watt max output. We've got, you know, fully modular connections. It says Be Quiet on the back, and it's a very slick looking PSU in my opinion. And it's got a nice silver and black fan with a, you know, mostly black finish, which is very nice. So it'll fit perfectly into this build. Honestly, wish I had more cases that the power supply could be shown off because I have some pretty sick power supplies. And we've got a bag of cables. Now, a real quick thing on this case, this is the older H500i, not the H510. The only difference is that it's better and has 2 USB-A's on the front instead of USB-C on a budget case, which is stupid. So yeah. And also it's got some like RGB that I don't use and think might be broken. Mount our power supply upside down, not that it actually really matters. Absolutely delightful. We got our PCIe coming through the bottom. We're having fun now. CPU through the top. And then our 24 pin will, actually no, we'll do that now. No, our 24 pin will wait, so it doesn't get in our way. Although using a micro ATX board is definitely a bonus, because it is less likely to get in our way. Great. Now let's do our cooler and then we'll put in our motherboard. Because this build is going to be very powerful and, in turn, pretty hot, our cooler choice is almost obvious. This is an, hopefully still working, Asetek 670LX. Now, this is basically like what you'd consider the OEM version of the 670LX, because it's pretty hard to find the actually Asetek branded ones. Usually you'll find them under brands like Corsair, NZXT, EVGA, and so on and so forth. But I actually got one because I love Asetek and they love me, so yay. Ooh. So we'll be using that in today's build. This will, can I stop hitting things on each other? This will easily handle the heat load of our pretty hot 5600X. And we've got red and white fans on them because red, white, and blue. American. Because, you know, I'm free tonight. I can already see the comments. Hold on. Don't even say it. I can already see the frickin' comments. I hate. You watch one singular video. But you watch the first 5 minutes of a Gamer's Nexus video and you think you're an expert on liquid cooling. But now every time I do a video that has anything to do with liquid cooling, every time I do a video where I liquid cool something and I do it to make it look good, I gotta deal with people who think they're experts on air and liquid physics. Like people who don't realize that yes, air may travel up in a closed system, but if it's blocked by something, you need to move things in directions that aren't just up to get them out. But unfortunately, that concept is too hard to grasp to people who Like, I don't get it. Like, whatever. So fine, we're gonna mount our radiator the stupid way. Oh, and this made our fans the wrong way now. I don't even care. Fine, I'll do the build right. There we go. It's like, hold on. Happy. Alright, this case was horribly designed. This case was made for the fans to be, like, right up against the frickin' front, which is just hard metal. So I gotta take out this cable management bar, which might be basically, like, bolted in from the bottom. Oh, Jesus. Now goes in our beautiful motherboard. Gotta love the integrated I/O shield, so you can't forget it. Hold on, before I do that, no person should have to build in this. Arctic MX4, it's thermal paste and it's good. Let's get a ton of that so our cooler can do its job. That's like way too much and way badly applied, but I way don't care. We're doing alright so far. Almost done. I'm sure this will be fine. Let's do our graphics card now. You know, let's actually just close up our side panel because, you know, it's always good luck to close your side panel first. And finally, I don't know if I've talked about this a lot, but it's the RTX 3070. This is specifically the Asus dual fan version. I don't have anything else to do with it besides just use it in build for YouTube videos, so yeah, it's pretty okay. There's really nothing to say about it. It's a dual fan, probably one of the worst cooled RTX 3070s that exists, but still pretty good. And it's probably not even going to fit correctly. Let's see. It's almost a perfect fit. Now we just need some kind of screw. It'll probably work. Yeah, you know what? Looks good enough to me. How about we fire this thing up and see what we got? Yeah, let's turn it on and see what we did wrong. No power button light, but I don't know if that's normal. Man, that's heavy. Now, before we give this away, oh, our ram's lit up. Kingston Fury, by the way. Moment of truth. Oh, that is a beautiful. Oh, the airflow. That's a beautiful build. That is. Oh, the red, white, and blue. I can feel the freedom. Now let's hope it boots for the freedom. We got pumping, at the very least. This board has kind of a weirdly long boot cycle. Our USB's just turned on. Yep, there we go. I should have probably went with BIOS, but let's see. This Samsung drive has been really good about boot times. Oh, our CPU is running at 4.7 gigahertz right now. Oh,